right, let's clap it up for Will.
This is my presentation on only aliens can understand art. I chose the talk about Sonny Rollins, about how art transcends the political and technological aspects of our world, and how art, he says how art is like a source of wisdom for everyone, and you can get a lot out of art. And like how art represents the immaterial soul and intuition, and art is timeless and immortal. And my artist that I chose was Max Ernst. He was a pioneer of surrealism, and he liked to paint primal emotions and like mental illness. He was born in 1891 and he died in 1971. This is my first painting called The Triumph of Surrealism. You see a big creature flaring his arms with a lot of movement and color. You see a lot of texture like cloth or hair, making this more real. You see shape in the claws and the sharp teeth. You also see a little like monster on the side, which kind of feels like he's like pulling away from him and making him. You see when he's moving, you see how he's like anxious or scared. Maybe that monster on the side is causing that. The colors, like green on the monster, shows that he's like monster's more venomous and like has ill intent. And on the actual guy, we see blue, red, yellow. We see some lighter colors, which makes it feel more human and emotional. This painting kind of trying to depict anxiety through these creatures we see. The second one is Ubu Imperator. In 1923, he painted this one through like World War II, so it had some meaning. You see a lot of structure and shape in this one, with a big creature, like alien-like creature, with like a dreidel top standing on a single point, and it kind of makes me feel like anxious or anxiety, like you could fall over at any second. And see how he's like putting his arms up like this, and he's trying to like say something, but he doesn't really have a mouth, which can kind of show that he's like not being heard. Also, there's like a huge landscape that seems really blank around him, so it can show that there's nothing around, nothing to be that he can't be really heard. We also see some bright colors in his actual character, like the yellow hands showing like maybe happiness, and then like the red can mean a lot of things like passion or love or a bunch of things. And then we see like the cloth that's green. Seems like it's kind of like growing on him, and like the same one like last time, it's kind of venomous or like with ill intent. This painting kind of shows how like life, you need to have balance, or you're gonna like fall over, and it would be kind of anxious standing on one point. And Max Ernst paints these paintings to show primal emotion, and I feel like this one shows a lot of anxiety. This one I kind of messed up because I was looking for paintings by Max Ernst, and I chose this one without knowing that it was Max Ernst's, but it was Dolly's recreation, which is like an AI image generator. And I kind of liked it because it kind of represents Max Ernst in all of way. Like image generators take a bunch of paintings and put them all together. This one kind of has a lot of stuff going on in it, and it's very overwhelming. I feel like it shows Max Ernst as a whole, all the colors he used and everything that's in here. You see a lot of overwhelming and a lot of stuff everywhere. There's a lot of not a lot of pattern or repetition in here, so it shows like a lot of randomness. And we see how the landscape is very limitless and infinite, showing that it's very like this is like ADHD or like I don't know, like a lot of things going on. It's really it's on motion. Wrapping it up, art transcends like human emotion. Art transcends like the human like things going on, and political and technology, and as a source of wisdom. I feel like we could have learned a lot from Max Ernst's paintings. Just analyzing them, like I felt a lot of emotion, and I feel like aliens can only understand this type of art because it's very surreal and not very human-like. Yeah.
Stay up there.
Oh.
You have to field questions from the audience. That's part of the presentation experience.
Yeah.
And we do this with all our freestyle presentations. So it's a little bit of practice, low-key practice. So.
Yeah, right.
I thought that was a really cool inclusion at the end, that image. Kind of just like, as it was like the last one, like kind of before the conclusion, kind of just like this is like his artwork as a whole. So I thought that was cool. And also I think he did a really good job on like picking up with the first two pieces, like recognizing that like anxiety was being like portrayed. I like that.
So this last image, just real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this last image, this is a Dolly, this is like an AI generated Max Ernst? Okay.
I didn't know that.
When did you find out?
I was like looking for it again, and I was trying to find like the date and the time.
Yeah.
And I found it. Everything was on Reddit, so I was
So it's okay that, I'm glad you found it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to replace that for the essay.
Okay.
Just because you need an actual Max Ernst and the AI art doesn't count.
Okay.
But I'm really happy that you went through the process of trying to find the citation information and realizing, oh no, it's not an actual Max Ernst, but it has Max Ernst-like qualities to it that we're engaging for the audience to see. But I'm glad that you made it clear that it's not an actual Max Ernst, because you want to be accurate about that. Mm-hmm. That's why we look for citation information too, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why'd you choose Max Ernst?
He was like a pioneer of surrealism. I liked all of his paintings, just like they were very alien, not human. They kind of connected to certain realms.
Yeah, what's universal in this case, as Sonny Rollins is mentioning, is the kind of unconscious, dreamlike landscape that exists in all human beings in some way, shape, or form, right? And so it's an alien landscape within us. And that's very interesting. It's almost like this whole unexplored frontier. And the surrealists were interested in exploring that, pushing beyond those boundaries of the conscious and unconscious mind. And so that's why they were so drawn to thinkers like Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. And you remember some of those philosophers were mentioned in the play Red, because those were philosophers and psychologists at the time that were trying to explore the unconscious mind in various ways. So the artists and some of those philosophers were meshing together in a really interesting way at a period of art and psychology in the early 20th century.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Will. Nice job.